we start with Namibia. Marta, who's in charge of the social protection programs in the country. Can you tell us what you're learning from the other participants and what you perhaps can share from Namibia?
This is quite informative to have different countries that really deals with the issue of social protection in their country. The fact that we are able to be in one room and be able to share exchange, more especially on how different countries are doing their coordination within their social protection and the element of how they are actually positioning their system to be shock responsive to the global shock.
Amson, in New York, you deal with so many countries and basically all the continents. Do you see that reflected here today and in the next few days?
Yes, thanks. For us, we are excited to have 6 of our project countries, the Maldives, Cambodia, coming to Zambia to share their experiences with African countries, namely Senegal, Ghana, Rwanda, Tanzania, Namibia, Zambia, right? So for us, it's an exciting mix. Namibia has very high social protection coverage, right? Other countries are below 10%. So for us, for them to share what they have done to achieve such a high rate, I think that will benefit other participants. So we are excited. We bring the global ideas, norms, practices. We bring communities together, countries together to discuss. And this is where our mandate is. And working with ECA and the Economic Commission, the Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific is fantastic. This is what we wanted all along.
Thank you, Amson. We truly enjoy this cooperation and collaboration. We also have Frank here from Tanzania.
Yes.
What do you make of this workshop?
This has been a great opportunity for Tanzania because now we are moving maybe from only social contribution aspect to the social assistance aspect. We have introduced a new national protection policy, which actually will also expand our coverage. So we were actually limited in the coverage aspect, that the only coverage was for those on informal sectors and the employed. Now we are going to the social assistances where we can cover those on informal sectors. We need to have digital technology in service deliveries.
And you just mentioned digitalization, and I think that's a key word. We heard it so many times today. We saw many interfaces, many new platforms. And I think in Namibia, you are leveraging digitalization, right? To truly make social protection universal.
We have integrated information management systems. So what we try to do with that system is really to make sure that from our old age grants to our children grant, we bring in some technological elements so that we actually, it helps with the issue of reducing on registration process. So the whole turnaround strategy, and really also the issue of fast payment. So we have made some progress with regard to that, but it was really just wonderful today to hear other systems that are available out there and what it can do, what it does, especially the open IMS. Yes, so that covers from registration to analysis, data analysis. Yes. So and reconciliation element of it is also building that. So we shopping around, we're checking as to what other systems are offering, so that we are able to strengthen our systems from our side.
I think that's a key topic also for DESA, right?
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we're excited to see that there's so much going on.
Yeah,
there's so many tools that are out there. As you know, we always say policymakers should be able to leverage the science policy interface for them to really make good policies and to make sure that policies are future-proofed. So how do you do that? And you need to harness artificial intelligence nowadays. The tool that EC has presented today was fantastic. The tool that ESCAP presented was fantastic. The Open MS was fantastic. So for countries, beaucoup de choix, a lot of choices. But I think at the end of the day, you want to make sure that your public institutions are resourced well to be able to harness these and be aware of the benefits as well as the potential downsides.
Our largest social insurance schemes on non-contributory, that is TASAF. Actually, they are migrating from their old system to the open IMS systems. So we think that when you actually the CEO is here. So when he heard about that system that you can harness it free, he was just excited. So that we think we are moving ahead.
When we began this project,
Yes.
right, countries were always grappling with, okay, we have poverty and we have the income dimension.
Yeah.
And obviously Oxford colleagues
Yes.
came up with this
MPI.
MPR. And for me, who was always working on poverty issues and social protection issues,
Yes.
we never really tried to link multidimensional poverty
Mm.
and the non-income dimensions to social protection. So bringing these two
Together.
things together, it now makes sense, and I hope you guys, you are really benefiting and
Sure,
seeing
sure.
why we say don't look at poverty from an income dimension, look at it from all the output deprivation,
Yeah, sure.
and then how do you take
Exactly.
advantage of the MPI to come up with better policies, improve coverage, and leave no one behind.
Because it makes it so tangible.
Yeah.
When you look at poverty in the many dimensions that you can define at the country level, you talk immediately about sanitation, electricity, and so on. And if you link that to social protection schemes or assistance, that can go a long way.
This is really came at the right time because Namibia, we are also looking into moving into cash plus.
Yes.
Because if you look at our social protection, yes, they are covering the life cycle now, but there's an element of cash plus. And the cash plus is very important, and it's evidence in our multi-dimension index that people are deprived in other areas.
Yes.
So it's very important that we strengthen our cash together with something so that we are able really to comprehensively uplift people from poverty.
I think you have finalized your National Development Plan 6, the
Yes,
sixth version.
yes.
And I hope all these ideas will inform some of the
new-
pillars that you identify within that new development plan that deal with social protection issues.
Came at the right time. Thank you so much.